gentlemen, youngins and droids across our beloved empire. Say it. It's great to be in the empire today. And this is Arnold Holonet News. The only news you're ever gonna need, because you have no other choice. And in today's video, we're coming at you live for one last time from the Disney Empire, where my neighbors are currently staring at me and wondering, who is this mad lad right next to them? Well, they just don't know, but they're in the presence of greatness. In a few short moments after I depart, they're all of a sudden going to notice that they're going to be what they think is a stroke of luck, but no. It's what happens when you're in the presence of greatness. Because the Empire of an Alderaan is nothing short of greatness, but you know what's short of greatness, and it's driving me nuts. Director KRENNIC's OMICRON. We got the Director KRENNIC OMICRON we're going to break down today. And we also have some unfinished business with the ninth sister. You got to emphasize the TH, or else I notice it sounds like Night Sister at that point. I can't wait to make a song, The Sister of the Ninth. And we also got Grand Arena Champions coming back. Oh boy. See what happens when I go on vacation. The second I go on vacation, I'm the lifeline of Grand Arena. The king of Triple B just shut it down, apparently, accidentally, so I apologize for an inconvenience. They're supposed to be doing a make good. They only gave us one credit, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt until we get it. But it was a bit incompetent. Very incompetent. How do you... The Cornerstone Crystal Income, and you guys screwed up. Anyways, I don't want to get carried away. I want to talk about the Director KRENNIC OMICRON firstly here with you all today, because let me just say, I'm probably the biggest KRENNIC fan. I was rocking KRENNIC. I was making him meta when everyone else turned their nose away from him. We made him meta. When Commander Luke Skywalker was the meta, KRENNIC, we made him the anti-meta. He was so much fun. But unfortunately, this OMICRON, I don't know if we're that close to greatness. Not every single OMICRON's gonna be great, but this one bums me out because we've been asking for Death Trooper Derek, our boy Derek, to be more viable outside of Director KRENNIC and Siege's. Like, we know we heard you guys. We're always open to feedback. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to create an OMICRON specific to Director KRENNIC that's going to further the synergy with the Death Trooper and not let Death Trooper work with everyone else. A bit bummer. A bit of a bummerific thing here. I actually love Ultra's comment here. Nice Omega ability upgrade. Wait, this is his OMICRON? He was on the verge of greatness. It breaks my soul. I was hoping for something a bit more fun, but the good news is I'll look at this from the upside. It's Grand Arena. Grand Arena OMICRONs are far superior than Territory Males, and arguably a bit better than Territories, but as I'm going to talk about today, once we get to the Ninth Sister kit reveal, I have a feeling something stinky is going on. That's that smelly smell, the smelly smell, as Mr. Krabs would always say here. But while in Grand Arena with this OMICRON on the unique ability, immeasurable power, he's going to get 30% defense penetration, health, and offense. And it's funny because in the State of the Galaxy broke down yesterday, CG talked about how they're kind of bringing back defense penetration because there's a bit of a hub of, yeah, there should be. You guys took away all the defense killing on Vader, Wat Tambor, and now you're bringing it back on the second sister, Director KRENNIC's OMICRON. What gives? Anyways, 30% defense penetration, health, and offense, which is nice. But the cool thing is, if Death Trooper's present, he's also gaining these bonuses, which is nice, I suppose. Here's the problem. Death Trooper's got bigger fish to fry. He's with Iden, Veers. KRENNIC, this isn't going to really put KRENNIC on his mind again. I'll say this. I speak on behalf of Derek here, but whenever KRENNIC attacks, this is cool. I've been wanting Death Trooper to be more of a B2 type of battle droid situation, but whenever KRENNIC attacks, Death Trooper's called to assist, and this is cooldowns reduced by 1. Cool. So B2 always can reduce his cooldowns, and Death Trooper should get a lot of AoE, buff this spells, cooldown increase, and maybe lots of terminations on the opponent. And while allied Death Trooper is active, both KRENNIC and Death Trooper ignore taunt, so it's nice. Taunt ignore is always nice. Not gonna lie, but dang, isn't this quite the very specific OMICRON? It's really only gonna work if Death Trooper's present, and Death Trooper's kind of busy with so many better teams. Even a low star Iden with Death Trooper's far better than KRENNIC right now. All right, upside Grand Arena, it's unique ability, so at least it's not the lead, because his lead is not gonna compete, especially for Imperial Troopers right now inside a Galaxy of Heroes. So at least it can be used outside the lead. Maybe there's a situation where it could be nice under Lord Vader. Death Trooper might get a lot of buff dispels. KRENNIC's a bit more durable. Death Trooper getting extra offense isn't that bad, but man, you know, there's only a few like Squad Arena climb videos I remember. One of them being Kylo Ren when I first got his Zeta. My very first Squad Arena climb video for Galaxy of Heroes. And the KRENNIC one, taking on Commander Luke, one of my favorite arena climb. I always like to do arena climb videos, showing what's my team of the month or whatever it might be. Maybe we'll find something out of it, but definitely not as interesting as some other things in the game, but not all Omicrons are created equal. Ladies and gentlemen, Gunga Droids, and that leads us in today's main topic that we never got to yesterday because I had a family little dinner party and decided to go into the Polynesian spa afterwards. So we're knocking this video out before we enjoy our last day of the Disney Empire here. Ninth Sister from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the tank of the Inquisitors. Is the Inquisitors going to make sense today? No! But there's a piece to a bigger puzzle, and I have a feeling the Ninth Sister, it kind of ties into the Lord Vader nerf that happened recently. Just wait till we get to that point. It's going to be a taunting tank of the Inquisitors, lots of health regeneration, and it's going to make the Purge make a bit more sense, but not complete sense. And if you're using her in the lead for Territory Wars, I'm going to scare you guys today. Get prepared. The Territory Omicron is going to be anti-Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, which we'll get into a bit of a rant in a little bit here, but as of now, we're not going to go over the entire developer insights right here. Right now, it's not going to make a lot of sense, but the good news is she can be used outside the Inquisitor, so I could see her being useful Darth Vader lead, for example. Maybe some minor use of Second Sister, but definitely, as they even say, the main purpose of this Ninth Sister isn't going to be quite revealed just right now. So let's get into the kit reveal that we have for the new hero, Ninth Sister, from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order here. From the State of the Galaxy, I mean, it's not like there's a Rebels Inquisitor coming. That's just complete speculation, but I would love to see the Grand Inquisitor. The show is lovely face in Galaxy Heroes. So tank, leader, Inquisitors, Empire Unaligned Force user, the ruthless member of the feared Inquisitors, who will step at nothing in her hunt for the Jedi. Let's see what this thick lord can do here. Basic, too easy here. Deal physical damage to target enemy, then deal physical damage again. Dealing 40% more damage, inflict 1 stack of the Purge, with a maximum of 6. And on a target enemy for the rest of the encounter, if the target is a Jedi, this inflicts a 2nd stack of Purge and can't be resisted. So this kind of goes into our Second Sister reveal / review. Second Sister has a hard time applying Purge unless the Jedi. And if it's non-Jedi, you're not going to be getting that many Purge on there. Same drill here. It's very much kind of, at least from a thematic standpoint, makes a bit more sense. You know, it's really meant to be anti-Jedi, so you're going to get more Purge if there's Jedi stuff out there. The problem is, I'm going to start the rant now. I started it last time we had the Second Sister. I'm going to give you 2 perspectives. Jedi aren't really a problem on defense. Master Luke, fantastic Relic 9 character, and the team's great for offense, but we don't see it on defense that much. And if it is on defense, we got ways of beating him. And CG just said in their State of the Galaxy, they don't want marquee characters beating galactic legends. Jedi Revan's not all that common on defense for the Second Sister lead. Jedi Luke Skywalker's not all that popular on defense for the most part. But let me say this. If you're someone that maybe is not in that maybe 5, 6, 7, 8+ million GP, and you're not quite at what I consider to be the end game of Galaxy of Heroes, maybe you're going to see a lot of Jedi Knight Revans, a lot of Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker leads, and this might make a bit more sense because you might be seeing more Jedi, because Jedi are a bit more popular on defense for lower tier players out there. Moving on, we got Not Worth My Time. Cooldown 4, deal physical damage and consume all stacks of Purge on the target enemy. For each stack of Purge move, inflict that many damage over time effects on the target enemy for 1 turn. And Ninth Sister gains that many heal over time effects for 1 turn. If the target is a Jedi, dispel all of their buffs. Few things here. One, I'm assuming this could be evaded, so I'm assuming like Nihilus, if Nihilus can't do his windshield wiper ability, and he gets the Foresight, hits it instead, he can't clear all the buffs. So this can be evaded, seems like, and I'm assuming that means you cannot dispel all the buffs, unfortunately. The damage over time, I'm not sure how I feel about it, because right now she only can apply a maximum of 6 stacks of Purge. 6 damage over time really isn't all that nuts, if you ask me. Maybe under Darth Vader, Darth Vader lead might be nice. The thing that's most interesting for moi is this, the heal over time effect. And we're going to really put our tinfoil hats on if I had it on today. Heal over time, why is it interesting? Well, firstly, heal over time has not played a prevalent role in Galaxy Heroes since Trudem days. That is 2017, 2018 days, not even 2008, it's mostly a 2017 thing. But the reason why I'm liking this, because my hope and prediction is the Ninth Sister, Second Sister, the Inquisitors are going to be fantastic with Lord Vader. And what does Lord Failure do? I mean, I know he's probably the most underwhelming galactic legend, but he turns all that protection and health, combines it into one massive health pool like Malik or Darth Nihilus lead. And protection over time wouldn't be beneficial, but heal over time, that'd be incredibly powerful. When your max health is in the several hundred thousands So this might be nice because she's going to be a taunting character, and you're going to be taunting. You want ways to get heal over time, so she has more ways to heal. Don't you worry, there's more. Moving on, ground pound, cooldown of 4. Zeta ability. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict daze, defense down, and potency down for 2 turns, which can't be resisted by Jedi. Potency down and defense down, okay, whatever. Daze, that's always welcome. And Galaxies has never gone out of style and unresistible by Jedi. Now that is nice. Now, I don't want to get too carried away again, but my prediction is Lord Vader and Inquisitors are going to work very well together. And the daze, if it can't be resisted by Master Kenobi's team, now that is something a little bit of mucho interesante, if you ask me. The Ninth Sister gains taunt for 2 turns. Don't worry, this isn't the only way she's going to be taunting. For each enemy inflicted a purge and damage by its ability, Ninth Sister gains 10% stacking defense with a maximum of 50% for 2 turns. Defense is making a comeback since the great nerf in 2021 and the limited ways of piercing armor, for example. Oh, we got the lovely people doing landscaping right now. That's the best time to do a video right here. Don't they know that the director of the video game division, probably the most important person in the galaxy right now, is trying to record a video on a mobile game, Kate Reveal, Triple B game. Some people, ignorant. Wouldn't you say? Anyways, moving on here. This is probably going to be the first ability you're going to open up with. That daze is going to be critical. Getting that taunt up as quick as possible. I don't see any way why you're going to want to do this first, because you need to build up the purge for this to really be something meaningful. So this is going to be the first thing going. Getting the taunt, opening up with the daze isn't all that bad. And the defense stacking, it's going to be nice with all the nerfs in 2021 kind of minimizing attacks that kind of ignore defense, for example. This is going to be a bit more beneficial. Defense mods and whatnot are making a bit more sense. And defense mods might actually be good on this girl right here. Leader ability can't stop the Empire! I agree. You can't. It's simply inevitable. No matter what you do or what you try, but just give in. It's okay. We're here for you. Anyways, off that tangent, every Inquisitor looks like they're getting a different lead meant to counter a specific Jedi team. This is a Zeta and Omicron, and in some ways I kind of like it a little bit more than the Second Sister. I mean, Second Sister's got the speed and offense and all that, so I mean, it's kind of hard to say. They don't make sense right now, but it seems nice at least. Allies are immune to speed limiting effects, so Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker lead. Basically, how like Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker can't reduce speed of Galactic Legend teams. It's nice here, but here's the thing. We don't really see Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker leading a lot of teams on defense specifically as well. Usually it's with Master Luke or Jedi Knight Revan. But again, at lower divisions, maybe you see Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker a bit more frequent, but there's a lot more accessible counters. Like, for example, Grievous or Imperial Troopers for that matter. Whenever the enemy gains bonus Terminator, all Inquisitor's allies gain 2% potency and tenacity, which is stacking. So far, here's the thing. If you're going up against a Jedi, her debuffs are already unresistible. And Second Sister doesn't really have that many debuffs as well. It's not making a lot of sense. Tenacity is nice, though. The tenacity, being able to resist debuffs, that's nice. The potency, I'm a bit iffy about right now. It would have been nice. Offense would have been nice. Stacking offense for turn meter, kind of like a raid mastery boost almost. For the rest of the encounter, if the enemy is a Jedi, they have a 50% chance of gain a stack of purge until the end of the encounter. But in Territory Wars, all Empire allies gain 20% defense, and all Inquisitorius allies are immune to stuns and ability blocks. That's so cool. I like that. That's the part I like most compared to the Second Sister. Each one's going to be unique for some sort of Jedi lead out there. I don't want to go into that rant again, but I'm not really seeing a lot of Jedi Knight Ravens, Bastila Jedi Luke leads out there, but I could see there's a great comment that I'm going to read from one of the viewers, and well, they do view, I know Ultra. I'm going to read their comment in a moment. It's another perspective about why people want to invest this Omicron for Territory. I'm going to take it a step further. We're seeing pretty much every Inquisitor so far, 2 out of 2, get Territory or Omicrons. We've been saying Territory Omicrons don't make a lot of sense. I know they're good, not as good as Grand Arena, not as bad as Territory battles. I have a weird suspicion that Fleet Arena is going to get the crystals yanked out of it, but they want to make sure the Executor owners get a little bit more fun out of it. And I have a feeling they're going to take those crystals, put them into Territories, and all of a sudden Territory Omicrons are going to make just as much sense as Grand Arena. Mark my words, I think that's what's going to happen in 2022. They already said they don't like crystals in Fleet Arena back when they started moving crystals out of Squad Arena, so Territory Omicrons might not make that much sense right now, but I got a feeling they're going to make more sense down there. I have how many? I have Captain Phasma, Mara Jade, and Boba Fett Sign of Jingle. They're not my favorite Omicrons because I only use them 4 times a month, but it's for helping out the guild. And if crystals do go in there, those Omicrons are going to be a lot more valuable right now. And then unique ability, it's just a scratch. For each other Empire ally present, start a battle. Ninth Sister gains 5% defense, 5% max health, and tenacity. These effects are doubled for Inquisitor's allies, so it doesn't count herself. So there's usually 4 other Empire Inquisitors. So at minimum, she's going to get 20% if you're in a full Empire team. Maximum, she's going to get 40% defense, and with that defense on her second ability, Whew. Defense mods. This is going to be one tough cookie to crack in the right situation and the max health. Imagine getting just 20% max health and a Lord Vader team. Again, she might not be meant for Lord Vader, but there's just things that make it seem like it's going to work, believe me. And then the tenacity increase will be beneficial with her lead. So a very highly tenacious team, even without the tenacity up. Moving on, each time another Empire ally. Okay, here. There's where the Lord Vader conspiracy theory goes full blast right here. Remember, little update. Lord Vader got nerfed to this extent where he's critically hit very easily. Now, before, it was very hard to critically hit him. Now they just open the gates and let everyone and his grandma critically hit him. I don't know. Do the neighbors know? I don't think they're still looking at me. Maybe they know who the grandma is for Vader. I don't know. Time will tell. Each time another Empire ally is damaged by a critical hit, which now Lord Vader can be critically hit very easily. She gains taunt and 50% critical avoidance for 1 turn. And then Empire allies gain plus 20% critical avoidance for 1 turn. Doesn't that just sound like the nerfed Vader in preparation of this super built-in anti-critical? It's because if Lord Vader wasn't being critically hit, Ninth Sister wouldn't be taunting. And furthermore, you would not notice the benefit of the 20% critical avoidance on her or the rest of the team. I mean, come on. If you believe in some cosmic power right now, I'm telling you, last year was the year of Master Luke. I didn't like Master Luke in 2020. I liked him a lot once 2021 came and all the Relic 9s and all the other stuff happened for Master Luke. What did I like in 2021? Lord Failure. I'm telling you, this year, it's probably going to be the one here. Keep moving on. Lastly, if the ally is also Inquisitors, Ninth Sister recovers 5% health. So, in this hypothetical world, you got Lord Vader with the Inquisitors. If the other Inquisitors are being hit, that's some good health regeneration on a character whose health pool is being merged with protection under the Lord Vader lead. You have the heals over time, the health recover. I'm telling you, there's something going on here. Maybe there's not, and I'll look like a fool, but it's not been the first time, and it's not going to be the last. I can promise you that here. And I want to read this comment up from Ultra. 2 very insightful comments today featuring Ultra here. They say nice. Now, I can't wait to see what the lead for the gas counter bleed. For me, I would love to see a Sister Inquisitor OMICRON that can counter gas, because that's really the most popular Jedi-ish, I know it's not a full Jedi team, Jedi-ish base team that gets placed in territories pretty much for any type of division out there. So we'll have to wait and see. So whatever Jedi lead, so trend seems so far that all Omicrons will be TW related and leadership abilities. So whatever Jedi lead your guild is struggling, best to invest in that Omicron. I like the way they're thinking here. Was expecting a camp style form switch, ability to switch from single to double bladed steel lightsaber. That would have been freaking amazing. Ultra, put your application in. I would love to see you working at Siege. That's a great idea. I think that's a huge missed opportunity to switch from the single to double bladed lightsaber. But I like this idea. So for me, Jedi Knight Revan doesn't make sense. Jedi Knight Luke leads, anti-leads doesn't make sense. So if there's a gas lead, we all see gases. I would love to see that. But if you're a guild that maybe sees a lot of Luke Skywalker leads, Jedi Knight Revan leads, you might invest in the second sister or the ninth sister. Right now, there's not much reason to invest in these guys. We don't see the whole team. But again, this is just one piece to a far greater puzzle. Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and Droids, you guys let me know. What are you thinking? You thinking there's something big happening? Are they going to work for Lord Vader? Maybe there's going to be a better territory, Omicron, anti-Jedi lead for General Anakin Skywalker. And leave your comment down below if you're a bit sad that Krennic still, I don't know if he's sure, he's probably still far away from greatness. But nonetheless, it's great seeing each and every one of you guys. We'll be testing this character, I'm guessing tomorrow when she's live. So you know where to be if you want to see this character firsthand. Leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today.